Now everyone's going back to 2016, and I thought what I was doing in 2016. Now I had a small business called Violeta Cosmetics. It was all around makeup. So I started with the lashes, private label, then I came with makeup brushes, and I started looking for a lab in UK to produce eyeshadow palette, because back then colourful eyeshadow palettes was it thing. And a little bit of sneak peek how everything goes. So we went to a couple different labs in UK and near Manchester. In London with the lab, we went back and forth with the emails and we planned the meeting. So the first step is to get the meeting with the lab. Now that lab in London is really big. We have a lab in Italy, in London, and somewhere else, don't remember. But basically how it goes, you get a meeting. In a meeting room, you get to see a lot of brands that you see everywhere in Sephora. So in that specific lab, there was a lot of famous brands. And that doesn't mean that all the products that make a brand is making in the same lab. That means that maybe 2 or 3 products come from that lab. So maybe concealer, maybe lipsticks, I don't know, eyeshadows come from that specific lab. So how it goes, you basically choose what kind of product you want to produce. So I wanted to do eyeshadows. So basically the first step is to figure out what kind of textures do you want. So basically we talked about what kind of palette I want, the design, and everything. And next step was we went home and we waited for parcel to come. And in the parcel, this is not an actual box. This box traveled with me long time. So don't mind the state. I just wanted to have as memory. So basically you get tons of different textures of eyeshadows. And from there, you kind of choose the textures, which ones you like. And then you basically choose the textures. So it has different codes on it. And then next step, you can choose the shades. So basically, usually you choose the textures from the lab, but the shades you kind of choose from your palettes that you have. And basically, they try to copy. Of course, if you want to have specific shade, they can try and make it. Because we didn't proceed with the order in London with the lab, that's it with communication. Now, if I would proceed with communication, of course you have to pay up front, and then you start doing all the process. You get person who will be working with you with your samples. So basically you choose which ones shades you want, like the textures, the shades, and she sends back again the products to test, and then you say you like it, you don't like it, you change, and it's like back and forth until you like it. And then they can start producing. They can calculate the prices, the packaging. So that's how it goes in UK. Now let's talk about China.